Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Wanted to drop a transfer portal update. And look, every name I mentioned in this video, we've talked about before, but there are some changes. There are some names off the board. We'll see if Tennessee kinda shifts focus here and looks to add anybody else, or if they make a certain name a priority. We'll jump into it, talk about it here in just a second. As always, you guys know what to do. Smash the thumbs up just below the video. Quick, free, easy helps the channel. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live Monday morning, 9 a.m. Big time announcement coming your way. Then we're going to follow that up Monday night. We're going to do a makeup stream for NCAA football and talk a little Vol football Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, because Sunday is Christmas. I hope you guys spend some time with your family, with your friends, whoever is important to you in your life. Make that a priority. We're going to take the day off and spend some time with family ourselves. But let's jump into it again. Tennessee kind of had some priority targets in the portal, a lot at the wide receiver position. You know, right when the transfer portal opened, I'm on here dropping videos saying they're interested in this guy or that guy. You guys are telling me I'm crazy, that Tennessee doesn't need wide receivers, but they targeted 4 different wide receivers. One, the Oregon wide receiver Dante Thornton. They also targeted Mississippi State wide receiver Thomas, Dominic Lovett from Missouri, also Devontae Walker from Kent State. Tennessee having conversations with all 4 of those guys. We thought they were going to schedule some visits. Yesterday, things changed. Yesterday, 3 of those 4 wide receivers came off the board as Dominic Lovett and Thomas both off to Georgia. Devontae Walker heading to North Carolina. Kind of comical to me when I sit back and think that 2 of those 3 are off to Georgia, because I see Georgia fans in the comment section each and every week saying that Georgia does not need to use the transfer portal. We don't need to add players via the portal, but they've added 2 wide receivers that were on Tennessee's board. Again, Thomas and Dominic Lovett. So where does Tennessee go from here? They've got Dante Thornton still on the board. Let me get his stuff up here on the screen, because he obviously becomes the priority. He is a sophomore from University of Oregon, 6'5", 199 pounds. You can go down and look at his stats here. He's young, got some potential. 2021, 9 catches, 175 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 2022, he had 17 catches, 366 yards, and a touchdown. But really, honestly, out of everybody on the board, maybe outside of Dominic Lovett, I would have put Dominic Lovett probably up there at the top. But again, he's off to Georgia for whatever reason. I don't know why Dominic Lovett and Thomas are off to Georgia. Is it NIL? Is this a bidding war? And if it is a bidding war, that kind of makes you question, does Josh Heupel know that his offense is proven? Does he know that it works? If you've got X number of a certain amount of NIL money for a certain amount of players, maybe you want to shift that somewhere else. They've got the offensive tackle, John Campbell from Miami. They're trying to get him on campus in January. Maybe you would rather spend a little bit of NIL money on John Campbell. Maybe you want to spend a little bit of NIL money on Marshawn Lloyd, and you know that you don't necessarily need it for a guy like Dominic Lovett, guy like Thomas, Devontae Walker. Maybe you let those guys go in order to spend that money elsewhere. You know, that's the world of NIL. You know, I know we like to talk about having deep pockets and Spire Sports and the #1 collective. There's still only a certain amount of money to go around, and maybe Josh Heupel just feels confident in his wide receiver room. And that being said, even though at one point Austin Price over at VolQuest made the comment, Josh Heupel said it on a podcast, Josh Heupel could look to take 2 wide receivers via the transfer portal. But again, I like Dante Thornton. I think he gives you maybe the highest ceiling of the 4 guys that Tennessee was after. Doesn't necessarily have the proven track record somebody like Lovett has, but Thornton was a 4-star prospect coming out of high school, class of 2021. Second-ranked player out of Maryland, 7th-ranked wide receiver in the country. Scouting report, long, wiry frame, but needs to add strength. Now, once he got on campus at Oregon, he's 199 pounds, 6'5", 199 pounds. Coming out of high school, he was 185 pounds. So he's added, close to 15 pounds. So got a pretty good frame on him. Maybe he's the type of guy, again, you got that height. Put him on the outside in Josh Heupel's offense, and let's go. 6'5", 199. I like it. And again, that height, that frame was why I really like. He's a priority for me out of the 4. Again, I still like Dominic Lovett, but Dante Thornton was the guy for me. But again, got that big frame, releases off the line well, gets into the route quickly, knows how to set up defensive backs, locates the ball well, and is sure-handed. Possession receiver with big play capability, has deceptive speed, runs a 4.63 in the 40, attacks the ball in the air, good body control and flexibility, legitimate red zone threat. Says here he needs to tighten his route running out of breaks, must get stronger in the upper body. High-level player for an elite Power 5 program, second or third round NFL draft potential. So again, I like everything I read there as far as being on the outside. I think we've seen that in Josh Heupel's offense, you don't necessarily need to have that electric speed on the outside. And when you've got a young kid in Squirrel White who's out there making plays as a true freshman in the slot, you like the development there, continue to build him, turn him into the next Jalen Hyatt, the next Biletnikoff Award winner. But you add a big-time frame on the outside like Dante Thornton, I'm going to like that. And that's why, again, I made him the priority. Some people may say, oh, yeah, Boogie, you're only saying that because he's the only one left on the board. Maybe so. I like Dominic Lovett. I liked all four of those guys, honestly. But the top two for me were Dominic Lovett, Dante Thornton. Lovett's off to Georgia, so let's make Thornton a priority. Again, going to try to get him on campus in January for a visit, and hopefully Tennessee can close the deal there. And maybe that was, they were making him the priority, and that's possibly why the other three were gone. But Josh Heupel seems to be taking his time in the portal, not in any big hurry. Another name we've thrown around is Marshawn Lloyd, the running back at South Carolina. Tennessee's still talking to him, still ongoing. I think I mentioned Georgia and Southern Cal being in the mix there with Marshawn Lloyd, but he's another big-time prospect, and some people may agree, disagree that Tennessee needs to add another running back. I think they need to. They got 3 scholarship running backs right now in Jabari Small, Jalen Wright, Dylan Sampson. Of course, you've got the freshman Keith coming in. What do they do with Cameron Seldon? We'll see how that all shakes out. But Marshawn Lloyd is a legitimate dude, man. He's the legitimate guy that has done it in the SEC. He's proven 5'9", 211 coming out of high school. He's up to 212, same size, 5'9", 212 now at South Carolina. But coming out of high school, 4-star prospect out of Maryland, top 5 running back in the country. And that's all fine and dandy. But again, he's done it in the SEC. 2021, 64 carries, 228 yards. 2022 had 111 carries, 573 yards, and 9 touchdowns in SEC play. Average 5.2 yards per carry. So I think Marshawn Lloyd is, for me, again, a guy that I would prioritize. You get Dante Thornton, you get Marshawn Lloyd, you find some help at the tackle position. I think Tennessee maybe needs to look for a tight end. We'll see how the defense plays out. Obviously, adding the kid from BYU on National Signing Day, on early signing day, that was huge, man, because team captain, legitimate dude, veteran. He's got the experience. I like that addition, and I think we're going to see another wave of players. We'll see some more movement once we get into January, and then we're going to see a wave of players after spring. So I think Tennessee still has an opportunity to add some pieces on the defensive side of the ball. But is this coaching staff happy with what they've got on defense? I think most of us would agree. We feel a little bit better if they added a legitimate corner on this team. But we'll see what the staff elects to do. Hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Out of the 4 priority targets Tennessee had at wide receiver, which one were you more dialed in on, more focused on? Dante Thornton, the only one left on the board, or Ra Thomas, Dominic Lovett, or Devontae Walker? Hit the comment section. Again, let me know. Also, Marshawn Lloyd. You focus on him. Do you think Tennessee needs to take another running back? Just a quick little transfer portal update. Again, no new names in this one, but just there is some movement going on. Tennessee loses 3 of those 4. Just wanted to get that information out to you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, make sure you smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merch, bonfire.com/store/TalkinVols. We appreciate you guys for picking up the merch. If you've got merch and you're repping that Talkin' Vols merch, post it on Twitter. Tag me up at Boogie Bentley. I would love to see it. Retweet it. Let people see that merch out there in the wild. Also, thank you to the members of the channel. I've said it a couple of times in the most recent videos. We got a couple of new tiers out there trying to get this thing cooking, rocking, and rolling through the off season. We need your support. Hit that join button down below. It's as little as 99 cents a month. If you want to give more, that's fine too. We got a watch party enthusiast, easy for me to say, tier. That gives you the opportunity. Once a month, we're going to do a watch party. Watch a basketball game, baseball game, watch an old football game, watch something, and you watch party enthusiasts will get the link and get to come on with me, Dauber, the X Factor, Gabe, whoever's hanging out. It'll be a smaller group, so you'll get an opportunity to come on and do that. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.